A very good afternoon to all of you, those who are listening me, uh, join my program online or through watching through the Facebook Live. I welcome you all to my new program, which is now named as Meet the Winners. This program, actually, I wanted to introduce our present academicians in different stream of studies to our existing students who are not very clear about what actually they should study, what they should not study, how to study. So they are at loss about all these informations. So through these programs, I just want to enlighten those people and set them the right path through the experience of learned scholars. So this program just meant to inspire those people who are just not able to reach their target and achieve their goals. Not only, and also they are not able to fulfill their vision and mission. So there's, because their success are not the success of their own only, it is the success of the whole community, entire society in the larger perspective. Their success belongs to the nation as well as in the country. And why did I choose this program to air on? The reason is that in my childhood, I used to listen so many stories from my parents as well as from the teachers that who used to narrate stories of the big personalities who were successful in their life, and they were the hero of the nations. So these were actually helping us, the students and those who are listeners, to inspire them and to become like this, to make them as a role model. My intention is exactly the same. I want through this program to bring those people who are very, very smart and very scholarly people, through their hardships, through their education, through their achievements, other can understand and find their path in him. So to begin with this program, I have already invited a person whom I met first time in the Allied University when we were both presenting our papers. After that, after presenting the paper, I invited him to my office, and this was the first in-person meeting with him. His name is Dr. Indranil Bose. Dr. Indranil Bose has done PhD in management and a fellow of Higher Education Academy, United Kingdom. Is a seasoned academician and a prolific researcher in the field of human resource management and general management. So now with this, we have the beginning remarks, beginning information, beginning introduction of you. I would like you, Dr. Indranil Bose, to start with one question, which I would like to, which is everybody would like to listen, is your basic education starts from where? From school to university. Could you please enlighten us? How did you reach to this? What were the adverse circumstances? How did you manage to reach up to the university? So just give me your education experience from school to university. Over to Dr. Indranil Bose.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. If you ask me about my background is actually, I never had a plan to study or teach management earlier. Okay, because I am from the humanities background. So humanities background means I started, I after finishing my school in India and standard 12 in India also. So I studied in very good school and very good college. That's a very reputed school and very reputed college there. And after that, I joined the university to study the humanities. Then I did the master's degree in the humanities. My specialization in humanities was economic history. While studying the economic history, actually I had the plan to either pursue academics in the field of history or archaeology, this kind of subjects, okay, museology, this kind of subjects, because still I love those subjects very much, because I regularly, apart from management books, I read all these kind of books, I mean, which are very commonly available, not only purely the book, like you see, a lot of fictional books also are available based on the history about a lot of things. So I love those books. A lot of books have been published, which are not purely textbooks in history, but those books have been written by very reputed people across the globe, from my country also. I love to read those books. So that's the main thing. I have many friends in my academic fraternity who are doing very well in that particular domain, teaching in many universities. They have done, some of them have done the PhD from UK, like say the University of London, Southeast Asian Studies, and all those places. So they're teaching in India in many universities and colleges, even at the level of Jawaharlal Nehru University also. They also do things like that. Apart from that, when I was finishing my master's degree, after finishing my master's degree, actually, when I was doing the master's degree in my university, I studied from Jadavpur University, Calcutta, my graduation and post-graduation. And it's a very good university. I mean, it's one of the top-ranked university in India now. And globally, if you talk about a global ranking, recently it is among 250 universities in engineering discipline in the world. Yes. And in humanities, it's among 400 universities in the world. So like that. So when I was studying there, so we had the practice in that particular curriculum then. That was, you have to write a research project actually. So in the second year in the master's degree, even in the humanities also. But you see in the management very frequently, what I think it's not so popular. It was not so popular in humanities in many, maybe people think like that. But we had to do a lot of, a research project on a chosen topic on a specialized area. So I had two specializations then. One was, because we had to take the two specialization. One was a minor specialization, was a major specialization. When I was in the minor specialization in the first year of the master's degree, I did a thing like my specialization was on, this was a purely academic one. I mean, the minor specialization was the American history, and the major was in the economic history of modern India.
Doctor, I would like to interrupt here. Look, the interesting thing in your study is that you were studying humanities. How did you manage to switch to management?
I'm telling. I'm coming to that part.
Like to listen. So
I'm coming to that part.
Switch, and why did you switch? This is very important for everyone to know.
Now what actually happened, when I was doing the first year, it was, I was doing a project on purely academic project in that American history, and there was some concept progressive movement in America like that. So this was fine. When I was doing in the second year project is actually considered as the major research project. My project was actually the economic history of modern India. So my topic was the topic I was given. I selected actually was actually the impact of trade unionism on the productivity and the employee performance in the Calcutta Tramways Corporation. So, Calcutta is a city in the world which has a tramways. One of the few cities in the world actually. So I was going through some cities in the world where the tramways are still there. See, Calcutta is still there. Even in Calcutta, tramway connectivity is still there. If you go to Calcutta, you'll see they're still there, and it has been made more modern and something like that. And you'll see the air-conditioned trams are now lying on the road actually. So like this. So the Tramways Corporation actually, when I was doing it, so it was, I'm just briefly telling about the tramways, very briefly, shortly, because many people don't know about that, like that. Because the thing is, Calcutta Tramways Corporation was started by the British, because Calcutta was the capital of British India till 1911. So they formed a company, and this was the company. And after independence, also the company was taken over by the West Bengal state government. And tramways witnessed a lot of ups and downs, and a lot of things are there. They had a very robust past experience of the industrial relations, like trade unions formation, other things. And it was originally the trade unions supported by the Congress, during the British era. After the British era was over, for many years it was still the Congress dominated trade unions in India. After that, the left front came to the power and then took over the unionism there. And actually, how it impacted the employee performance and all those things, it was the topic. So initially, when I took this particular topic for my research project, I had to do a lot of discussion, a lot of studies, a lot of things. I used to go to the Calcutta Tramway's office in the heart of the city in Calcutta. Okay, that the tramway office headquarters is there in Arun Mukherjee Road in Calcutta, I remember. And I used to talk to a lot of people in, they're the senior management people in the Tramways Corporation, the directors, even a lot of trade union members and all these things. This is a very unique thing actually, a learning experience for me at least. So then when I was doing, the first time I studied the Industrial Disputes Act, then I remember. Okay, before that I did not know anything about Industrial Disputes Act in India. I did not know. 1947 it was passed. Okay, and there were a lot of acts which were labor laws actually. That was there. For the first time I studied all those things. Because I am not from a law background or anything like that. So I studied all those things. And actually, it gave me some interest in employment relations and all these things. Because still, employment relations or informal sector employment, all these things I love very much. Workforce modeling, these are the areas I actually prefer to teach and study and all these things across the globe.
Yeah. So now, as you were saying, that you actually start moving with the wind. Okay, you were studying history, then you come across the people with whom you were inspired, and you saw the situation around you that it will help you to go through the the management and all that.
Still, I did not have any plan to study management, frankly speaking. Okay, yeah. Because even after completing my master's degree, I did not have the plan immediately to study the management. So, what actually thing is, but one thing I decided, if I study management, because after completing my master's degree, many of my friends they went for the PhD or the MPhil or this kind of qualifications. And many of them did with my same Jalapur University. Many of them went to Calcutta University. Many of them went to Delhi University, like that. Okay, so like this. So Jawaharlal University. Some of the students were there, very extraordinary, brilliant. Went to UK also to study many other places and something like that.
Like the people from here, the message goes to the people that it's not the thing you start from somewhere, you continue over there. You may switch in between and can rise also, as it is clear.
Definitely.
For example, in my career, I have done AMIE engineering course, which I didn't complete. I have done also law, two things. It was all the situation demand, and I started doing. It is most of the case for the Indian people. They start with something, end with something. So your case is exactly similar. You started with the humanities, but now you become a prolific researcher in management. This is something very amazing. And I think everybody should take this information that the time is not over for anything. If you want to rise, you can also switch. You can also switch and can achieve your target and become famous like as you are. Now, people would like to listen to you that in which universities, the universities you have already worked, just give a brief descriptions of the universities you have worked, what program you have made, some kind of you have.
I'm telling. I have a long career journey. I have work experience of around 26 years till now. Okay, today you say like that approximately. Now the thing is this: when I was doing it. After completing that master's degree, actually, then I had a plan to study something about the museology, because museology means it is the study of the museum. Somehow I could not do it because I had a plan to do it. If I will do the museology, then in India, very few places they used to study the museology, frankly speaking, the good quality courses. One was started just then in Delhi. It is National Museum of Art and Archaeology, Art and Museum Studies, that is in Delhi, set by the Government of India. Wonderful course, now one of the best in the world actually. And and apart from that, most of the museology courses in the world, they are being offered in the France basically. Like that. Okay, world class courses, best courses, not in England, in the France actually. Now, but somehow due to financial reason, all these things I could not pursue that. Frankly speaking, when one was a major requirement to study in the France, this kind of courses was that you have to learn the French, you have to know the French. I did not know the French language. So this is the thing. Even when that point of time, now the students can go to the internet and they can find out hundreds of thousands of information about any course they want to study. Okay, at our time, it was in 1997. It was not simply possible. Okay, internet was not there. Okay, not there, and we have to run behind the professors. Sir, why can I study? We used to study from the newspaper, some weekly news updates or something like that. The newspapers never used to come with that kind of information regularly. So that was a problem. So the source of information was very less. Even in my city, I belong to Calcutta, and in the Calcutta, we have the Alliance Française, which is actually the French Cultural Center. In Dubai also they have. So we have a lot of things were there. But to go to Alliance Française, I used to think, okay, only the rich people, affluent people, very successful people go to Alliance Française. So they should teach you French and all these things. And if you want to go to France or like this kind of thing, like in our country, in our city, in Calcutta, we have the Max Muller Haven where you can go to learn German, and it is German cultural office. We have the lot of Russian embassy, consular general in Calcutta, they have the office. US embassy, the USCFI, British Council is there. So a lot of things are there. I should not say. Nowadays, information is so easily available. You need not go to a British Council. Okay, you need not go to US CFI. You need not go to any other American consulate. Just sit on the internet. Everything is available there. So what is the course fee, everything with whom you have to contact. But our time it was not that. It was very difficult actually.
So, actually, doctor, you want to say that in your time, the information gaining was a very difficult task. And you have managed to do so many things at that time. It is really a great thing that you have done, because the information switching, knowing, doing all these things was not possible at that time, which is very easy at this moment, as you are saying. So could you just could you just
only just you see, sir, then at our time only the people from either their extraordinarily brilliant or they have the contact outside and this kind of thing, they used to go abroad to study. Now you'll see very ordinary students and with little exposure because this got IT and all these things. Okay, they can easily go abroad. I mean now I think if you compare that time and this time 1997 I did my master's degree and this time is 2022. If you compare now, I mean many-fold. I mean number of the students they go outside. I mean if you say that point of time abroad means people used to go to UK or USA, this kind of thing. Now, first of all, now there are so many agents are there, they can arrange everything for you. All the embassies have their extension centers throughout the world. There's a major thing. I mean, global connectivity is much higher. That makes it possible nowadays easily. So we all know that thing. And after doing my master's degree in history, that means humanities, I had a plan that let us start with let us study just to study. I mean, the purpose was that I joined a place. I started teaching in some places as a part-time faculty, adjunct faculty, then not a full-time faculty, and I was planning to study something extra, either journalism or this management course. Now I came to journalism because the writing ability. I mean, in English and Bengali, my language, I can write very well. Even a lot of articles I've written on local English newspaper and Bengali newspaper like that. At point of time, I remember.
Good, very good. So I came to know right now that you have been writing articles in Bengali as well. This is a great thing.
So not now. I'm writing. I'm not getting time anything. For last many years. But I have to write a lot of research papers and all those things. So the writing is actually it's my passion, not the passion. But I don't get time now actually. Right, because to write it.
1 minute. When I was going through your CV, it was 38 pages, and in one page, how many words are there? I cannot count your achievements actually, and I cannot actually know what you have done this. What I come to know from you is that you have been continuously studying and doing something. Like, for example, you have given 85 speeches as a speaker. While doing your job as an administrator, you are taking classes, your loads of the teaching was not less. You have been doing all administrative works, and how this is how you can manage this, how this is possible. Just give us some kind of that. What makes you do all these things?
Okay. So if you want to do it, sir, you can do it. That's a point. Okay, that's the main thing. Okay, and that is the managing the time is definitely important. But if you want to do it, you can definitely do it. What I can do actually, like that.
Some people like to listen how you manage.
Okay.
Some people
See,
like
now I don't write that much of research paper, or it is not possible because write a good research paper which can be published in the good index journals and something like that. You cannot write alone. You require at least 3 co-authors, and it's a collaborative effort. And actually, me and all of my friends of my age, or little younger to me, they're all at the, you can say, mid-career level. Okay, they're all busy. Somebody is a professor, somebody is a course coordinator, somebody is the associate director, something like that across whatever, in India, here, whatever. Okay. So what actually happened? See, earlier we used to get much more time, definitely. We used to do it. Actually, academic profession has completely changed. When I started my first job in 2002, it was something different, and it's completely changed now. Actually, completely changed. Even not only here in UAE, but across the globe. What is a very, very clearly, understood. Because of the different challenges have come to the profession. I have taught in Indian system, I have taught in the American system, I have taught in the British system for many years. I'm managing these courses, not only teaching, but managing the courses. Not managing the courses means for last almost 9 years, I am managing both online courses and on-site courses, both regular courses and online courses. I am managing that executive courses and the regular courses for the young students. So everything you have to do actually, but it's a thing that, see, once you learn initially, because when I came to this country from my country, India, I came here in 2014, early 2014. So first when I came to this place, I never had the idea about the UK education. Because when I came first, I was given some responsibility as a course leader with the University of Wolverhampton program. I was teaching in one college in Sharjah. Now, University of Wolverhampton.
Mention a few curriculum that you have modified and you presented, and UK and USA University has accepted them. Just mention the
system is that, see, UK and the US university system are different, too much different. Okay. Now systems are different. UK university curriculum, I have taught actually UK pattern courses. UK university courses have taught the regular degree programs as well as their vocational curriculum also, both.
Correct.
Now the assessment plan is completely different than the degree program. Okay, because a lot of students in UK they join the degree program of the universities through the vocational route, because unlike our Asian society, the Western society, people leave their home at around 17, 18, 19 maximum, and before that also, and they started earning and they got their family and something like that, and after some time they want to have to the higher studies. So a very common tendency there. Yeah. Unlike our Asian countries, our father, grandfather, everybody sponsors our studies till you are 40, 45. It's not the case in their country. So even that same kind of tendency, I have seen the type of courses the students are studying here in the UAE. So even I have taught for 9 months in UK in my university where I'm presently teaching main campus. So then I also seen the same thing. Okay, like that. Now the thing is this, I have taught the vocational curriculum like Pearson, like ATHE, EduCoal, all the software awarding bodies, and apart from that, from level 4 to level 7, that is the bachelor's degree, master's degree, and apart from that, I have taught in the University of Wolverhampton program, master's degree, bachelor's degree, all. I mean, like that. Now,
one thing here comes up from your discussion, that you have taught the vocational courses, also the academic courses. What has been your teaching methodology? How did you manage the classes?
Okay, in the system, I mean, it may be in another university here also, because I've seen in the American pattern also, here also, there also, the UK system also. Mostly our classes happens, I'm teaching one side, the teaching side, other side is that admin side, both I'm telling you. The teaching side is actually, usually our classes happens based on the credit hour. Usually it is actually of 3 hours. Okay, one class of 3 hours. Now 3 hours class actually see in UK system most of the universities have taught as a full-time faculty with the Bolton program, with Wolverhampton program as the adjunct faculty, with lot of programs, lot of other universities also. I've taught with the University of Lincoln program, online international MBA program. I've taught with the Leeds Business School UK, their program and all those things. But I did not manage those programs. I actually was an adjunct faculty. So like this, okay. But I manage the program which is Bolton and this Wolverhampton and this vocational program. Now there are a few things like that. See, first of all, how you actually organize the entire class, because see, in UK system, many of the courses, at least at the master's degree, many of the subjects they call it module. So the modules actually are assessed not on the basis of any examination, or based on assessment assignments. Okay, and when you see the assignment is not so easy actually. Assignment is a little bit, I mean, it's a very rigorous assignment. Telling you, because I have seen in India when a teacher does not want to at my time, I don't know now it has changed actually in India also, because a lot of universities in India are going for accreditations, maybe CSB, MBA, all these things they are doing, and they're completely revamped there. It changed this. I know because I have taught in Indian universities also recently as an adjunct faculty online from here last 2 years. They are very good places. Now, what I have seen there, see, these are the places where, every learning outcome, assessment criteria, everything is actually properly mapped with the assignment. And assignment structure, assignment brief is completely, the guideline, the structure comes from the UK. You can use your own case studies, you can use your own question, you can use your own assessment, you can use your own discussion notes, whatever. Okay, that has to be given there. And so because across all the campuses in the world, you have to maintain the same standard. That's the main thing. Because in my university, we have approximately 21 academic points across the globe. We are one of them. 21 outside England, 21. We are one of them in the Middle East. They have the campuses in China, the campus in Malaysia. We had the campus in Sri Lanka, but been closed down. Their campus in Brazil. We have campus in Germany, like that. Okay, different parts of the world, Greece, Canada, like that. Now, what I'm telling you, see here in this thing, across the globe, we should have the same kind of courses we offer. So we are, as we are very old campus, I mean, almost 15 years campus here in UAE. So the point is that we already have a ready resource with us. Faculties are very senior here. We all know that. Okay, definitely there is one international course manager, one professor is there in the UK. He always coordinates with us, actually like that, on many of the issues. But the thing is, this class delivery, I'm telling you, class delivery is very normal, usual, but nothing extraordinary, nothing like that. But the point is that when you have 3 hours class, usually 1.5 hour class or 2 hours class, maybe maximum, we discuss the content or any lot of examples should be given like that. Okay, something like that. Like what you use in normal classrooms. But definitely it depends on the faculty, how you can make the class more engaging, you can make the class more interesting with a lot of examples and something like that.
One thing come over here after the corona and these online instruction systems, it has made a lot of problem for the universities. Now the universities want to enroll in one section a large number of students for their economic reason, and maybe for the requirement or as the trend is going on to fit into that, they are thinking now to have a large number of students in a single class. Now they have started the peer instruction model, in which the teachers is with a large number of students, he is making the student learn by themselves. Okay, do you think that if it is applied, okay, in all the universities, both the university will be in good positions. At the same time, instruction will be in such a way the student will learn much better, because the student will learn to understand by themselves through the peers. By teaching and by explaining, they will be able to do. What is your suggestion? Do you think it should be applied?
Yeah, okay. No, this is embedded in actually is embedded in you can the US education system. I'm telling you, which is nothing new actually. I'm teaching online also since 2014. I'm telling you, because when I was teaching at the University of Wolverhampton online program, regular program also in the UAE, international program, MBA and bachelor's degree, BSc management. And online program, I used to teach. I had the students from many parts of the world. I mean, from South Korea and all these things. I remember. Okay, and say online students. So the thing is this: whether it is online or on site, the thing is this: when you make the entire, it is a guideline given by the universities, concerned universities. They give it how much time will be given. Say it is a 120 hours course, 180 into say 20 hours course, 60 hours course, 80 hours course, like that, 30 hours course like that, based on the levels. Like they have the level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7, like that in UK system, university system. Level 4 is level 4 and 5 is actually, and 6 is actually the bachelor's degree, 7 is a master's degree in UK system. So like that. Now, when you talk about these things, based on the levels, they set up the credit hours. And based on the credit hour, how much credit hour will be there for the self-learning? That's very important. It's already there. Okay. And when you issue that the module information on the Moodle page or anywhere you're teaching, everything has to be given on the Moodle page. Everything. I mean, in the regular class also and the online class also. And every student is registered with the course can have the access to the Moodle. I am using Moodle for last 9 years. I know it very well. Now with my university, with the Wolverhampton also, with the Bolton also. Everything is given there, and the faculty is also asked to follow those guidelines. So, and the one of the most important part is that whether it is the online teaching or the on-site teaching. Okay, one thing is this: you have to keep certain hours for that is called the formative assessment. Okay, that's very important. Formative assessment means whatever students, because I'm telling you already that say in the 3 hours class, maybe 1.5 hour we are teaching and 1.5 hour you are discussing your assignment, something like that. Okay, so like that thing. And we usually have the 12 classes per subject, 12 classes of 3 hours each, 36 hours. Okay, and remaining 30 hours we keep like that as per the guideline of the UK universities after OFQL. 30 hours is actually 30 to 35 hours. It's actually for the self-learning purpose. The students will study by themselves. Okay, and thing is this: we always have the formative assessment, not the summative assessment like the traditional system where the exam students will come to their examination room and write the assignment. Nothing like that. Okay, that is definitely that part is also there. That part is also there. The formative assessment is something where it is a continuous assessment plus you will be giving the detailed feedback to the student when they will be uploading to Turnitin software. Okay, because for the plagiarism checking we use it, for all the universities they use it in the US also. I've seen many universities. Okay, here in Dubai I have taught the universities like IMT Dubai. It's a policy has been accredited place. Actually, I've taught them executive MBA with the local Emirati students and as adjunct faculty for 9 months almost. And the BBA program also, and other places, EMBA, normal MBA, and something. They also follow the almost same system. Because documentation is different because they follow the American system. Because American system means their bachelor's degrees are 4 years, ours is 3 years. Their master's degree is little more than us. Okay, something like that. Different changes are there, but the pattern is same actually.
And one thing more here comes up like that. For example, if a student, okay, in my university, what's going on, I'd just like to share with you. We are thinking to implement the instruction, peer instruction method for teaching, and we are trying. We want to apply this to all science and engineering courses. Suppose if you want to apply this in the management courses, okay, will it be possible to have the good result over there? Just
sure, definitely. Now the thing is this: yes, good result is statistical because first of all, I said when you are actually people think that when the students are studying by themselves, there's a self-learning hour, the faculty responsibility comes down. No, faculty responsibility increases actually. Okay, I'm telling you. Okay, thing is this because students will be doing their own work. Okay, and the thing is this, apart from that, you have to continuously in touch with them, not only for teaching, but also any kind of support they require. That's very important here because we are not only teachers, we are actually now almost, what is my experience for so many years here, that we are also supporting them as sometimes, I mean, almost, see, even I was talking to you, I got the WhatsApp actually from the students. Okay, about like that. Said this learning outcome is not covered. They're sending the SMS actually. So like this. So
that is a student-centered learning systems where we have to, and also the government nowadays are trying to think this way to enable the student learn by themselves to decrease the load on the faculties, and thereby they can be able to decrease the number of faculty members and enhancing their economic earnings. So things are going on. What do you think? Is it really true what I'm saying, or it's not going to happen? I think you.
No, faculty teaching or loads are going down. It's not the true thing. Okay, because there are few things. There are few things I'm telling you. Like say, or whatever UK system or US system or any other system, even in Indian system also I've seen now. Like say in many of the places, because this is a requirement of the accreditation requirement. Like say in our system, in the UK system, our University of Bolton, Wolverhampton, Leeds Business School, all these places that taught, we have to make at least 5 to 6 documents the faculty has to make for the subject you are teaching. Okay, that's very rigorous one, very rigorous. I'm telling you. That will make you cry, actually, frankly speaking. Okay. First of all, I'm saying you have to write a total module information report, which has to be uploaded and explained to the students, which has to be IV'd and EV'd by the IV'd means your one colleague here, one professor who knows the subject, and it will be sent to the England for the EV, and any changes required there, even a small comma, full stop, mistake, either they will catch it up, okay, and they will not clear it, okay, so something like that. And you have to map it properly. Mapping is an important thing. Yes, definitely we learn a lot of things. Okay, well, I know a lot of things now. I am a more knowledgeable man in that sense now what I was 9 years back. Okay, because I'm doing it for the many years I'm doing, like looking after all the documents with our course coordinators and everything like that. Even they are very competent. Even many of them are more competent than me also, I'm telling you frankly. Okay, and the thing is this, now here, how your learning outcomes, your courses, program learning outcomes and your course learning outcomes, you have to map that. When you are doing the learning outcome for the course learning outcomes, you are covering in which session of the course. Okay, and then what particular teaching pattern you are following, how you are assessing those courses. Okay, and those things you have to follow based on the OFCOEL guideline, because all the courses will be uploaded to OFCOEL. Apart from that, we have it in Russell Kaima Free Zone also. You have to upload all the things as in Free Zone. Like in Dubai, you are working in academic city also. They have to upload there in their. I don't know, maybe like that. Okay, so things are there. But the main thing is that you have to send it to the UK actually, and the documents are there. UK send it to the OFCOEL, Office of the Qualification, Ministry of Education, UK government. Okay, now the thing is this, this is very rigorous process, and after that, once you one subject is being assessed, maybe with the 5 or 6 assessments, I keep it like that, very simple for the faculties, that we should be having the 4 assessments, whether it is an American program or a British program. Like that, I tell them that's our first assessment, midterm examination, second assessment, and the final examination. I keep it like that usually. Okay, based on their guidelines usually. I like that. Now,
Doctor, here there are some guests also over here. They would like to ask some question to you. But before that, I want you to give how did you manage to get so many awards, and how many papers you have published? The people will like to know this one. So this is very important. After this, and you want to ask question, Doctor? Okay, Dr. Haider, you want to ask question?
No question, but just I want to congratulate him because he is just a young man, and in spite of being so young, he has done so many things, and at the same time, he is a good academician, administrator, interested in journalism, background in history. I came actually joined late, but whatever I have heard, so it's a very good thing, and I'm thankful to you also that you have introduced such a person to us, and his talk was very inspirational.
Yes, Doctor. So here we would like to listen, Doctor, from you. What are the awards you have got, so that it will inspire the other to go for that one? How many research papers you have published? These are very very good for the people who are listening and those who will listen to this. This is what we want to let the people to be inspired of. So let's talk specifically. What are the awards you have got? Okay, how did you manage to do that? What are how many research paper you have done? Then I will take another question from another audience.
Okay. So I am not. I don't know. But the thing is this. I was in India in 2012. Yes. I was teaching in Delhi, one of the very good college there in the Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management. It was the college was run by the son of India's ex-Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri. Shastri. That college I was teaching. It's a very famous college in Delhi. I mean, it ranks among top 10, I mean, top 15 colleges in India now, maximum. Okay, that's very high ranked in this college. And we used to take all the students from those. So something was that, see, we did not have any opportunity to speak online, that kind of thing then, because it's long back. 20 is a far old. I walked across India in teaching job across India. I started my career in West Bengal. I worked in a government college for approximately 5 years. We actually was the founding faculty to start their professional degree courses programs there in that course. We made it, yes, and it was actually now a very good college there. And this is actually a government college. We started the vocational professional degrry courses, and it was a self-financing courses. And we managed to generate revenue for approximately 11 crore rupees for the college, actually, because our departments, BBA, BCA, BSc Computer Science, and all these things. So they're doing very well. When we started from the scratch, so we had the NAC visit in India. In India, the NAC visit, and the NAC visit, so the NAC visit, we got the A grade. Our department was found, yes, and our department was actually considered as the Center for Potential Excellence by the UC. Okay, like that. So it happened in 2009, I think. After that, I worked in Hyderabad in India for around 1 year, and I used to work with Big Five. They sent me to transfer me to Calcutta. I worked there for around 3 years. Then I think 2 years, not 3 years, 2 years. I enjoyed a lot of time then in Calcutta because it was my hometown. And after that, I worked in Rajasthan for a few months. I mean, 1 year. From there, I worked in Delhi, the Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management. Like that is my journey. And after that, I came to UAE. So it's a main thing. I mean, I've been to across India, and for teaching purpose, for academic training, attending conferences. Except one or two states might be, I have traveled across India, in all the states. I attended some training programs there. I'm telling you because all the things. I attended the faculty staff development programs with IIM, SIAM Ahmedabad, IIM Calcutta, and IIM Kozhikode, that is in Kerala. Very beautiful campus on the hilltop. So all these things I have done it. And attended the conferences, presented the paper. Even in the year 2014, I came here. I finished my PhD in 2013. Just before finishing the PhD and giving the overall defense in the PhD in 2013, I get the defense on the 21st of December. I remember the date also, last date of the 13th. And 6 or 7 days before, I went to IIM Ahmedabad to present a paper to an international conference, the doctoral colloquium. So the professors from across, I think, 50 to 60 countries, they came. The very top class professor, London Business School, like that kind of thing, I remember. So I'm not seeing that kind of professors, I mean, academicians, I mean, in my life. So like this. About the award here, you asked me, sir. Actually, I did not expect the award. I got it. Okay. I never applied for any award for anywhere. Okay. And so it was in 2012. I got this one of the award. That is Devang Mehta, Best Professor Award. Devang Mehta was the chairman of the NASSCOM, in India. NASSCOM is the apex body in India of the software and service industries. It's based in Bangalore. And NASSCOM, and that this award is given jointly by NASSCOM and Hindustan Lever, that's called Unilever now, and Deloitte. These 3 companies, they jointly give this award. So it happened in Taj in Bombay, and I went there, I got this award. I was completely confused because there's so much of big people from big business schools and all these places came. CEO of Unilever, India, these kind of people, they came there, and it was very, very high-fi occasion. That's fine, sir.
That's good. And Doctor, now you came from India, you stayed over here. What's your next plan? What do you want to do next?
Plan. You say there is no specific next plan, but thing is this: definitely I'd love to work anywhere or contribute somewhere, a good place. Where definitely good place in the sense, see, there are a few things I love very much. Like I in my profession, my life, one of my area is that I love it actually. I'm very passionate. It's executive education. Now, education. I love it very much because I have taught so many managers and professors, I mean, top level people in UAE, I mean, in their MBA programs. Even I'm telling you one example, one of my students from the Bolton, he's a Pakistani student, Shah Gamins, he's now in Canada. He stood first in all the Bolton campuses in the world. So you can understand if this, he was my student. I mean, I remember that name. I'm still in contact with him actually. He was in UAE. He was with HSBC Dubai. Then he worked with Deloitte, Saudi Arabia. Then he's in Canada. It's a big company. They're working there. Okay, as the analyst and something like that. Very young guy. I mean, around 27, 28 years old only. Very, very, very nice person. And in our previous role also, my MBA course also, even in India, I taught one program with Oxford University, Hyderabad. That is also WCSB. And that program, I taught there three programs for around 7 months, 8 months during lockdown time because they used to offer the courses. So one program was the PGPX, postgraduate program for the executives. I taught 17 students who used to work with the Infosys. They're all Infosys software engineers. Infosys is a very famous brand. I mean, people know about that. Very one of the, and Infosys is listed with the NASDAQ also in the US. So I taught around 17, 18 students. I mean, professionals of Infosys. So I love actually even that executive education.
You think you are going to switch to some very high positions? This is what
not very high positions, sir. But the thing is this: wherever I go, I'll try to work on this if I get the opportunity because. This kind of thing is very interesting. And then another aspect is that I love to work on that as a curriculum design. I love it very much. Curriculum design, I mean, a lot of people don't know it. I did my postgraduate certificate in teaching and learning in the professional higher education from my own university, University of Bolton, England. And it is a compulsory for all of us who are studying in the Bolton program to have the PG certificate, this PG certificate. And for that, we get that FHA actually, Fellow of Education Academy, because I got the merit grade for that. And that's why they gave me the FHA. So the thing is this, there also I learned a lot of things like how you can map your course with the professional curriculum. Like in Dubai, I'm telling you, like university like Middlesex, they do it. Montefort has come here, they do it. Our university, I mean, they do it in some of the programs, not all the programs. They try to map the courses with the CIPD or the CIM or the CILT or this kind of thing, or SCCA, the accounting programs, map the courses. So that when students will be completing their degree programs, they're already more employable, and whenever if they plan for going for the certifications, they'll be getting the huge exemption in the subjects they will be appearing. Or in some of the programs, when they complete a degree from here, some of the subjects, some of the modules, may not even appear to get the CIPD diploma or something like that. We are professional. So I am planning, I know this kind of thing because I have done it by myself. Now our campus, we are jointly, we have taken into we have got a collaboration with one of the American university, that is North University, Michigan. So we are doing it here. So that is a credit transfer program. So I am also the programmer of that. And I have actually made it entire course mapping with my team for that because American credit system and British system are different, completely different.
Doctor,
so,
now,
yes.
The time is 7:55. I would like to ask the audience if there is anyone who wants to ask question. Dr. Wasim was here. Are you there, Dr. Wasim? You want to ask some question? Dr. Wasim, are you there? Yes. Dr. Wasim, you want to ask question? Hello? Do you hear me? Unmute yourself. Unmute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
I can hear it.
Yeah. So I was very happy to be in this session, Dr. Indranil, and I have looked at your profile as shared, by Dr. Riaz, and it's really very impressive. And the fact that you described it in further detail here was very inspiring. And I just wanted to ask if you would like to share, imagine that we are your colleagues working with you. So the juice of your experience that you would like to share with us, the juice and the gist of your rich experience. I know it's a profound question, okay, but you can relate it to work culture, or what are the things that one could do differently probably, or anything that you feel is useful for the work environment and that you look forward to from your colleagues or those working with you. I'll be happy Yeah,
Okay.
briefly. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So few things are there. First of all, what we expect basically, that's the more important thing. There's a human side, that is the mutual respect. Is very important for all the faculties. That is very important. When you have the mutual respect, and definitely the working place will be a very good place to work. Professionalism is very important. That means, say, whatever you do the as a professional way, whatever professional collaboration and the support is required, and that actually reduces the chance of any workplace conflict. That's a very important thing. And yes, I know one thing is very important in any organization, because I have experienced this thing in many places. Even the negative side, but positive side. If your leader who is actually managing the entire campus or managing the program, if your leader is very focused and your leader is very, I should say, can emerge as a role model. Because I am quickly telling you one example. Very few places have seen that kind of thing. Very few places, not a very regular. I mean, I have worked with around 8 to 9 places till now. Only 1 or 2 places I have seen that kind of thing. Only 1 or 2 places. I have not seen this thing in UAE, frankly speaking. Okay, because here everybody comes to work and earn money and go back. Frankly, I'm seeing you. Okay, I have worked with the UK nationals also. I have worked with the Americans also. I have seen that. In my country, one guy, I worked with one person long back in Rajasthan. I was working. He was a very illustrious person. in his way. He was a topper of IIT Delhi and IIM Ahmedabad. He was the South Asia chief of the DuPont. This kind of profile he had actually. He had a business school where I worked for a few months. I have seen that person actually. First of all, that leader has a vision, very clear vision, what exactly you want to do. Just not to earn money and sitting a campus here and there, that's not an important thing. A clear vision means what level you can your institution or your department or something like that. That's very important. That will definitely we expect from our leader, our director, our manager, our dean, whatever you say. I mean, one of the president, vice president. That's very important. Secondly, when the leader has the clear vision and the mission, whether he or she is able to communicate that thing to that particular employee, the group of employees. That's a very important thing. I have seen in many places that the directors of the deans of this kind of people, they regularly call the meeting. And the people, the employees, the staff members, the faculty members become so annoyed. Why again they're calling a meeting? Only 2 days back we had a meeting on something. Okay. So because they understand that, okay, this meeting is for another monologue, not a dialogue. Only the director or dean will keep on speaking, and we'll be just throwing our heads. Okay, yes, sir, we'll be doing it like that. It should not be done, first of all. Okay, so that is very important to understand. Yes. So the thing is this. Very good. So I've seen this thing in my life, and when you see, definitely there can be heated discussion. Definitely it can be here. And it is not about a personal comment and personal thing. No, nothing about personal here. It's about, say, something has been told by somebody. And you know, so in every human relationship in workplace, we have different layers actually. Okay, I am a faculty. I teach HR for many years. I understand human psychology a little bit, not a very much because I'm not a clinical psychologist, but I have seen that thing, human layers. When see every human being has the emotional level. Maybe today you are up, tomorrow you are down. It can happen. Okay. Because of your family reason, your research reason, and we are all actually at the mid-career. We are not young people anymore. And the mid-career level, we are coming with a lot of, the positive thing and negative thing also. Positive thing is this, because we'll come to any university, any organization with a lot of experience. Our university should take the university or college or institute, whatever you say, they should take the advantage of that experience you are bringing, either teaching experience, cultural experience, your say administrative experience, curriculum experience, whatever you see. Okay, whatever. When everything is valuable. Negative side is that at the mid-career level, any profession, people have a lot of expectations that those are not being fulfilled. Okay. So that kind of frustrations they also bring with them. Correct. How to bring the best out of them, that's very important. Okay, I'm not talking about the very young professionals, like say only at the age of 20, 24, 22, they are planning to do the PhD from somewhere and working there. That's fine. This is very easily manageable. Okay. Yeah, but the thing is this, mid-career professionals is very sought after nowadays, because you have a lot of experiences, a lot of things you have done it. You know a lot of things, you have learned a lot of things. Okay, when I started my research paper, writing research paper during my PhD days, so I did not know about AVDC. I did not know about Scopus, because Scopus was not there then. Okay, I very few people knew about the Emerald or Routledge or Taylor Francis. You did not know that thing. Now these are the very basic requirement. Okay, so like this, we know all these things. We have come with these experiences. How to deal with the rough students, we deal with the very quiet students, deal with the very, all these things we know it actually. How to design the curriculum, how you can map your entire assessment plan as per the Bloom's taxonomy. I use this thing very well. Okay, so in my assessment plan. So we all know these things. So these are the things that our college, our university, wherever I go to, I have to work there. They should have this kind of thing. And always very important. I think it's a very human being. Human mind is a black box. People cannot know what I am thinking, what you are thinking. But definitely, managing the human being in a positive way. Not every manager, every leader can do it.
Very good, doctor. But just I will conclude all this discussion with one thing. Like I heard that all the managers and leaders are selected by HR, and this HR, the HR managers are the one who select these leaders. So, and it was seen that the fault lies between the selection procedure of the leaders. So it was openly admitted in a conference which I gone through. They were talking about the fault of selecting leader lies to the HR. And you have been an HR associate people. Do you think it is correct what the people are saying about selection of good leader?
Yeah, leader selection is HR does not only the play of the role of selecting a leader, sir. Leader actually, what you understand by leader, I don't know. Leader means actually say it can be at any level of the organization. Okay, but the thing is this, the leader which actually impacts our way of thinking, way of doing all these things. Okay, so it depends on there are a few things like that. See, you might be having a wonderful person, wonderful, impactful person, wonderful experience the person has, and the person really come with a lot of commitment and a lot of plan in his mind or her mind. The thing is this, whether a person is getting fit in the organization culture where they are working. Okay, we teach actually in the HR all these things. So like these things. So that's a very important thing. Yes, sir.
The last question one audience want to ask, because time is also over.
Yes.
To ask question? Tayyab, you want to ask question?
Yes, sir. My name is Tayyab Nomani. I am a teacher in a college at Calcutta. Here, my college name is Bhairab College. My college is also NAC accredited grade A college.
Okay.
Yeah. I just I haven't any question, but Mr. Indranil Bose is a wonderful discussion. We are here with you. I just want to give you thanks. And Professor Riaz Ahmad is my teacher. I'm direct student of Riaz sir. It's a wonderful discussion and wonderful being a part of this discussion. And I'm just here you, and I'm wonderful. You are a very wonderful person. When I hear your CV 33 pages, yeah, then I'm clearly interested to hear you. Thank you, sir.
Actually, I made it small. Actually, I made it 4 pages. It's very embarrassing to send somebody 33 years. Something like a book.
But, sir, what's your experience during the COVID period?
COVID period.
Gold is understood by the goldsmith. We all are faculty members. We know how difficult it is to publish so many papers, give lectures to America, London.
No, actually, no, nothing, sir. It's something like that, say. Actually, sir, it has been some of the papers for last 4 years, you can say. Many, some, not all the papers, few of the sub papers. See, there are few things like I have seen very another good experience here in my university or any mainly UK based university master's degree. Their master's degree dissertation and thesis quality is very high, sir. Very high, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Okay, and very high, not only in terms of language and literature and other things. It's very high because entire dissertation is approximately 17,000 words, and we teach the entire one semester for one dissertation last semester. Okay, like that. And I remember MBA 7016 is a research proposal. It is around 5,000 words. They'll be writing entire thing with everything like research, methodology and all other things, whatever is required. There's a detailed literature review, a conceptual mapping. I mean, whatever is required. I'm telling you frankly, referencing and all these things. We teach, I mean, like that. Even we teach them few things, which is a very important thing. I'm telling you why I'm telling this thing. I'm just quickly finishing it off. Like say, as these are the foreign university programs. What I have not seen in my country, maybe now it's happening here also in India also. Like that, see, we have the list of the verbs. Like when you say the explain, evaluate, assess, describe. Okay, you understand by these things. Many of the people do not know it actually. Okay, so because students have to write their assignments on that, describe, assess a manpower planning in a given scenario like that. So how will you do the assessment actually? What are the things they have to follow? But in the dissertations, many of the dissertations are so good. I have published some of the dissertations by making required changes because students must be having some kind of shortcomings, making the changes, and in some of the papers jointly with them actually. It's a very common. I mean, publishing with the students is a very common. I mean, so with some ABDC journals, I published it actually, and they're very, very happy. And some of their works are actually, they're working. I mean, many of the SUDMA, they're working in good companies like here in Dubai. There's a lot of working in. They're working on their own companies. I told them get the permission from your college so that your organization that we can publish your paper with some journal. Got the permission, I did it actually. So like this kind of thing. So it is done.
Very good, doctor. Now I say 8:07. And we have already crossed our time, but it was very, very, very good session talking to you. We have got a lot of information. We come to know the people can switch their, the whole line, their switch from loop line to the main line. Even studying history, then come to the, what you call the management side. This is a kind of good lesson for the other people who are still thinking to switch or not to switch. Here is an example. I am really, because I have done the same thing, but I will not like to talk about this right now. But this was one of the things that people should take it. And another thing that the people should take it, that life is not easy. You have to make yourself continuously learning and updating yourself. As I have seen your CV, I don't think that you have sit any single year calm and quiet without doing any work. You have adapted yourself from every time, like people at your time was not so much taking. Now you have learned so many techniques, you have adapted technologies, and you are doing so many speeches you are delivering on Zoom and making programs. All these are not easy. Learning all these things was really tough. But this message should go to the audience that the people, if you will, you can surely be able to do that. Where there is a will, there is a way. This is one of the things which is being proven by you. I wish that all the audience who are listening, they take some good message from you, and they also try to do or apply these in their life so that they also get and achieve to these positions. Because nowadays competition is very high. Unless you do your job more than what is required, you are not going to achieve any success in your life. This is a lifelong learning. It is no more that you studied and finished. You have to continuously keep yourself updating and adopt the policy of lifelong learning. Thank you very much, Dr. Indranil. Maybe I will meet you again. I don't know, because I met you personally only once. After that, it's all meeting by phone and all that. So God bless you and give you more success and glory in your life. And we are thankful to you that you enlighten us all this. So with this one, I will now give my announcement for my audience that this kind of program will continue to be happening. I am doing two kinds of program. One is the panel discussions, and now I have started the meet with the winners. He was one of the winners, which according to me, he was the winners in his life. I will bring another winner in the next session. So where I will be introducing you other learned people. So this program will continue. So till the next program, I would like to say you all goodbye. God bless you all. See you again. Thank you very much for joining. Okay. Be happy.
Thank you, sir.
Stay safe. Stay at home. Be happy. Live your own life. Thank you very much. Goodbye to all.